This FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
Medase se wa mamisa ekwan na menso memfa nkyere madwen wo nema esi ewo yaman mu na eye yura President Mahama ne Chief of Staff omu decision mo dia ba very interesting, but me wo ensemfua ba kumienu bia me gidi say going for nke nyina ehunu ya enke beboa pa ma ye nkomodi anopai akoyie didi kan say me gidi say ansa na area Chief of Staff for the letter yibe na omu aye omu research ehuni padodo a abanya dada no ekono ofa wo mu between the December 7th a wo mo kano between the December 7th and the 6th of January. And I think say going forward more mutimi ebusa one questions no one question also mubusa emi atiase. So and there are a lot of arguments. One minia atik ya na ka menene ya adwene. In fact menene ya adwene to a large extent say Ghana ye public sector no enipa woman no edoso paaye if we say bikura nki hia say edi nipa no bi be ka ho na say ye efficient ye hia nipa bebre sa enti enka nipa pamu a ye nyina agi tum se bia ye hwe na ye mani pa ho nya adwuma no mu nyini ye ne sa na bebo ya nka that is the best way to go. But in this particular case I do see ebusi ho ne say nipa dodo sen na sa let it affect you. And if you are talking about the fact that it will hurt the economy, right? Let's say we come to the conclusion say nipa na 20. Would it be fair to say oh yeah the nipa 20 per and the can home and that this nipa 20 no will affect our budget? We don't have the number. So how do we come to that conclusion say the nipa na ye fa wo mu no ye ni budget ye de betu omuka? Because in their letter they did not tell us. I will agree with say the Chief of Staff, right? If he's able to tell us, and in my opinion even any number above say 10,000 or even 5,000 say between December 7th to January 6th MPP ansana MPP free soon recruit nipa say 10,000 into the public service. No, if we say we don't have the budget to support that. I think on the economic argument side, many Chief of Staff ebeya. So they need to give us the numbers. If we don't have the numbers, we cannot make any critical analysis, especially on the budget side. Now, secondly, to also help us discuss this very well, I will say and who the various sectors. It's that recruitment, echo. So, for instance, what I say between December 7th and January 6th, no, MPP, let's say education, FNIPA 200. Near who say education, the even more than 500. Your argument will fall flat. But if you say, for instance, between the same period, MPP, FNIPA 1,000, education, after education, NISA. The needs assessment about a nipa bear here be 50. That will also be a solid argument. And it's if you don't have these numbers, it becomes very difficult to support that economic argument. Because no dear enkaya dia mene minua atik ebeya adwene pa because I was here to me and making sure say abaya airbound so benya sika or the bebo or mine no ho bra. Now, so if we take the economic argument aside, you also look at the legal argument. If you say, "Oh my no minia, yademra na echichiro," the intia yademra echichiro mine say, there's one so important thing about the predictability. Odemra echichiro maya, you're able to predict the result of any action. And in we prefer rule of law to rule of men because say me say me I think ebe shemra ma me say minimum ra obesha ma me obetimi ahye mra fofo bi ase lawyer ne tiri ho apa bi intimate na fie ha
no san wa boje se
e san wa boje se wo kan sa say na say is the rule of men or say me pie but me ba na mra ne da ho dadaada say mra de peace family say we tiri ho apa na wa boje we ntimi I know it's me ba ha na de sam mra ne che me a beko. So it is important that the government works within the laws. Now, so what are the laws? We share letter na chief of staff at the buyer now. Or say and maybe if you permit me to read a part of it. Or say consistent with government pronouncement in relation to near end tenure appointment and recruitment. So it looks to me say that is the basis for this letter. And he was forming a basis for the letter. So he says that consistent with government pronouncement in relation to near end tenure appointment and recruitment. I wish to bring to your attention. But I don't think there's anything like that in our laws. Anything called government pronouncement in relation to near tenure appointment. What we have, near tenure law, the Transition Act, the Presidential Transition Act 2012 at 845, right? That is the law that governs transitions in this country. And between 7th December to 6th January, you take a decision, you have to make sure it's consistent with the Transition Act. And senke ye nanka chief of staff letter no oka say pursuant to the Transition Act and are consistent with the Transition Act. I write to you because the Transition Act probably would have provided that your an exiting government shouldn't appoint or employ anybody. Then that would be the legal basis for saying that person nipano omobetua adwuma edia mo so. But one go to law. And there's nothing like government pronouncement in relation to near end of tenure appointment. There's nothing like that. So I have a difficulty accepting the fact that there's a legal basis for this. Now,
This FM 104.3 Good to meet